And good evening, my lovely Lost Tales, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite for my fantastical and freaky Friday stream. I hope you're all doing well this wonderful week. It is starting to get cooler here in the UK, but it is still very hot in my apartment. But we did have rain this week, so I was very, very happy about that. But how are you, my lovelies? I hope you've all had a wonderful week and are back with the excitement and in the mood for some more fantastical stories with Tavern Talk Dreamwalker. I'm so excited to see what happens next in our wonderful little cozy coastal tavern. But how are you guys doing? I hope you've all been well. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. And we're already kicking things off with an amazing number of resubs. So first and foremost, thank you so much, Sam Deer, for your 73-month resub. Even when I'm on the road and out of range, I will maintain my streak. I am inevitable. Thank you so much, Sam Deer. I also saw that you're lurking now, so that's all good. But thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. And Bingus, thank you so much for the 77-month resub. A very, very fun number indeed, my wonderful, wonderful Bessie. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the resub and for all your amazing support. I love you. I read some Weirdo Freak's book earlier today. Not bad. You know what? I will accept that compliment. I will take that as the delicious compliment that it is. But seriously, thank you so much, Bingus, for taking a look at my book. The reason that I've been so fucking quiet on my socials is because I've just been working so hard on this goddamn book. Don't get me wrong, I love this book so much, and I do want to be a full-time author one day. Just writing a book is really fucking hard, guys, especially when you need to make substantial structural changes to pacing, and you have to, like, rework a ton of shit in your book. But I think overall, it's vastly improved. It's just a lot of work, guys. Which is why I've been somewhat distant and quiet on socials and including on the Discord and everything. It's just because I've been locked in and I'm so tired. But yes, I should be all good for Pick My Voices tonight. Thank you so much for asking, Ohio boy. A fantastical and freaky Friday stream. That's what the name of my Friday streams is, because I tend to fluctuate between fantasy games and horror games. So my freaky fantastical Friday stream. Trust me, when it is eventually able to be out for pre-order, I will not shut the fuck up about it because I'm so proud of this book. I've been now working on it for... Like, I finished writing it last year. And I've spent the past, like, year or so just doing multiple drafts. I'm now on draft 8 at the moment, and it's coming along very, very well. Some interesting stuff is happening in the background, which I won't go into details yet, but it's just a lot of work. Oh, but honestly, I cannot wait until I'm able to get this story out into the hands of my wonderful readers, and into the hands of my lovely Lost Tales, such as your good selves. But that day will come eventually. It's just a really long time to get there. But Swallowholder, thank you so much for the 62-month resub. Freaky and fantastical. That deserves a resub. And I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much, Swallowholder, for the resub. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone who has renewed your subscriptions. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you all so very much. And just as a gentle reminder, in settings, you have to go into your account settings, just in case you haven't done it already. Twitch has done an auto opt-in for your data to be used to train their AI program. So I've switched it off on my channel, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. In case you haven't had the chance to go into your account settings, you can do this on mobile as well. You have to go into your account settings, and then I think it's under security and permissions. Then you can switch that off, but I just wanted to let you know in advance that that is a thing. Because I want you guys to stay safe online and know about the platforms that you're watching stuff on. And also big thank you to Gentle Troll Entertainment, because I was gifted a copy of this wonderful game, and so this is a sponsored stream. So thank you so very much to Gifted Troll Entertainment for gifting me a copy of your wonderful game, Dreamwalker. I really loved the first Tavern Talk game, so being able to play the sequel is wonderful, so thank you so very much. Oh, no worries, Karakomi. I care about you guys so much. I want to make sure that you guys are safe online to the best of my ability, and that you guys are aware of stuff like this before we settle in for a couple of hours of amazing stories. Alrighty, so I think, I think we're all good. So, are you guys ready for more fantastical stories tonight? Because I most certainly am. I've got some kombucha here. 1 second. Ah, that was crispy. But I will say, even though I'm fucking exhausted from working on this book and doing these big structural changes, you know when you have to take a bite of humble pie because you thought something was already quite perfect as is, and then someone comes in with like really good insights of like, this is how you can make it even better, and you're just sitting there just kind of like, I mean, they're right, but it's just a lot of work that I gotta fix this with. But it's absolutely worth it in the end. It's just a lot of like staring at my laptop thinking like, how the fuck am I gonna fix this? Also, my subscription renewed on the 19th, but my sub anniversary is tomorrow. That's awesome! Hell yes! And Sophia, thank you so much for the 7-stream streak. Welcome back. It's always good to see you. Ah, hang on. There we go. Be spiteful. Make it worse. No. I always like, even if it's critique that stings, if it comes from an honest place of like the best intentions of wanting like the story overall to be better, I will always be open to constructive criticism. Especially stuff from people with more experience than yourself. So long as it's like, it keeps the core of the story, that's what's most important to me. And like, it's not like swaying things over personal preference or personal taste. Because the changes that I've made, fuck, it improves the book a lot. It's just a lot of work. Wait, so I could have said anything and you would have removed the weird shit? No, like, I don't take criticism in terms of personal tastes. Like, it's saying like, oh, I loved all of this, but could you take out this, this, and this because I don't like it? No, that's bullshit. But if it's like, hey, this is good, but I think you could improve this if you moved this plot beat here because then it adds a slower growth, like a slower build of tension with a more satisfying payoff. That's different. That's very different. You, like, Bingus, you can't just tell me that my taste is trash and you don't like reading the smut that I write, okay? I can always make it worse just to spite you. Oh, take care, Scaracomi. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family. Thank you so much for dropping by. My eyes are so eager to read, my goodness. Like, the meme of the woman, like, biting her laptop, that is me with my books. Just wanting to just release it out into your wonderful hands so that you can read it. But I really want to pursue traditional publication, which takes a very long fucking time. But I promise it'll be worth it when it's eventually out there. But in the meantime, we have wonderful games like this to play. So we're gonna jump into more Tavern Talk Stories Dreamwalker. I'm streaming, I'm recording, I'm doing all the things I should be doing. Like, that is like my energy for the past couple of weeks of just like me just biting my laptop in like seething rage. But I love being a writer, I love being an author, and working on cool shit behind the scenes. And there's some cool shit I've been working on, but again, I can't say anything just yet. But when it eventually comes into your wonderful hands, you will know the pain and the suffering I've been going through. But here we go. Let us return to Dreamwalker. Here we go. Okay, I am streaming. I am recording. Doing all the good things. Alrighty. So, Act 2, The Dreaming. Chapter 7, A Privilege to Remember. 45 of the Dreaming Moon. Still got weird magic stuff happening outside. Hey! Okay. Okay, yes. I was giving you a vaguely Scottish accent before, but the fact that you said g'day makes me feel like I need to change your accent again and give it you a, like, fully thick Australian accent, which I have no problem, like, doing. I love leaning into, like, the Aussie-ness of being an Australian and, like, really, like, laying it on thick with an Aussie accent. But, you know what? Just going off of that g'day, I'm gonna give you an Australian accent. Fuck it. G'day, Stephanie. Do you mind if I take a break here? Please, sit. What's got you down? That, life, everything, big fucking mood. That weird fog thing's been putting everyone on edge. At least it's not eating people, but... Low bar to clear. We're still waiting for our delivery from Velos. We use their swamp cabbage in our famous stir fry. Meanwhile, people keep asking me to take away their nightmares, but I don't know how. I might be able to come up with something eventually, but I've been so spent after my shifts lately, I don't know if I'd even have the energy. How about we focus on getting your strength back first, so you can help people after? That's why I'm here. I know here with you, I can finally breathe. What drink can I get you? Something that'll give me the courage to go back to work tomorrow. Maybe it can also help me convince people not to burn down the lobster when they hear the shipment still hasn't arrived. As well as inspire me to come up with a placeholder dish. I'll do my best. So, okay, something courageous and inspiring. Hello, sweet baby angel. Sweet baby angel who can do no wrong. Okay, got some Mersum as well. What are we looking at? Courage, convince people, inspire me. Dour Sour is inspiring. I think this is probably the best one, the Northern Brawler. It specifically says courage. Because there's the Seas and Tides, which is inspiring. Oh, no, here we go. Voyager's Hope. This is it. Inspiring, hope, courage. Perfect. Yes, there we go. Voyager's Dream. Hey, Noctical Menace, welcome back. I hope this can inspire you to feel a bit better, at the very least. I feel like I could come up with 10 new dishes and a ballad along with them. Hi, you're new. Welcome to my tavern, traveler. I like your clothes. You seem interesting. Can I interest you in a drink? Are they any good? I sure hope so. I recommend trying one. Something on a menu is bound to blow you away. Are you craving something in particular? Anything that has a strong flavor sounds good. Make it spicy or sweet, I don't care. As long as it'll numb my taste buds. Alright, and who's this order for? Doesn't matter. Very well, mysterious traveler. Coming right up. Interesting. Okay, what have we got? Strong flavor, spicy, sweet, and numbing. Strong flavor, sweet, spicy, and numbing. Oh, this one's tricky. Because, like, numbing makes me think cold. Okay, this one has spice in it, though. Hefty cinnamon spice is considered good luck. Strong flavor, spicy, sweet on my taste buds. I think it's maybe Season's Tides? Although, crunchy gemstones give a strange but alluring sweetness. Although it could be forlorn hubris because it's numbing as well. It's sweet. And numbing. Is this it? Oh god. Since I failed previously with making that drink, now I'm even more nervous of fucking this up somehow. Forlorn hero, strong flavor, spicy, sweet, and on my taste buds. I mean, ice is pretty numbing. That'll be the cold. And the sweetness. Because, yeah, spice is the only thing that's popping up with this one, whereas Forlorn Hubris, there's like 2 factors that I think are correct. So let's try that. A drink that'll numb you with its deliciousness. I hope. This is surprisingly good. Thank you? There aren't many customers here. Usually that's a bad sign. And yet, you are here. This was just the first tavern I saw after leaving the Wadden Sea. It's probably a good thing you left. I heard there's a hungry lugworm on the loose. Not anymore. I took care of it. Almost electrocuted a tourist in the process, but he ended up fine. Excuse me, but by any chance, are you... Oh my god. Okay, guys, keep your cool, keep your cool. Like, let yourself have a little bit of a fanboy moment, but keep it cool, keep it cool. The Aquila Delphine? Yeah. Dragons, I never could have guessed, I never could have dreamed of meeting you. All the stories I've heard. Say, are any of them true? Did you really defeat a mummy single-handedly? Does your javelin teleport or cast lightning? Which one is true? Both, I guess. Whoa, can't believe it. Oh, I've got to tell my ma about this next time she's in town. Could I maybe get an autograph? I think that would convince her that I really met the real Aquila Delphine. Just Delphi is fine. Delphi, of course. So cool. No worries. I'm cool. I'm honored to have you here, Delphi. I hope the drowsy dragon will provide a warm break from giant worms and the risk of electrocution. Let's hope so. It's at least cozy enough to merit the potion that unlucky tourist gave me. Here. Ooh. How cool. I bet life's crazy for you right now. Are you investigating the fog? Are you going to fight it? I don't care about the fog. Also, fight it how? It's a cloud. It did make everyone mysteriously fall asleep, and it doesn't seem to be going away. Is it bad like this outside of town? Yep, it's everywhere. People must be terrified. They always are. Hungry wildfire badgers, volcano creatures, mediocracy spies. Something's always going on. A fog that gives everyone a good night's sleep should be the least of our worries. Volcano creatures? Like volcanoes that attack people? No, like creatures in volcanic environments. The vampire castle by the burning peaks has been swarming with more hungry monsters than usual lately. They've been attacking the nearby village, so the villagers now fear the vampire's wrath. The usual. Do they ask you for help? Everyone asks me for help. But you only have 2 hands? Do you need a 3rd and 4th hand, maybe? What I'm asking is, do you need an assistant, by any chance? Oh, you're actually serious. Of course I am. Props to your dedication, or delusion, whatever it might be. You mentioned your Ma. I'm guessing you care about her? Obviously. I deeply care about her and Pa, and... Don't you have a life worth living? I don't take applications. That's alright. You seemed a bit overworked is all. Comes with any occupation. Hang on, so you get comfy. Tell me about it. Our kitchen almost ran out of sugar today. Oh, you're cool. Oh, you look really, really cool. Oh, another new face. Welcome, lone wanderer. I am not lone. Lone wanderer? Neither. It's good to see 2 new faces in here today. Was I featured in the local Borkham newspaper without my knowledge? I cannot say. I prefer to get my news from the whispers of my dreams. Well, alrighty then. I was told to come here by a friend. This is where we are to meet. Oh, so you're Kane! You look so cool. I love you. I've heard many cool things about you. I'm Kane. Kane Radishar. Oh, I've heard about you. You must be waiting for Kaya, right? She mentioned you and your incredible quark ball recipe. It's her favorite. Making it for her every once in a while fills me with the joy of the living. Her too, it seems. What is your name and your favorite recipe? My name is Stephanie, and my favorite recipe is whatever makes my patrons happy. What makes you happy? Tavern keeping, I suppose. I quite love my tavern. Just spending time here is very fulfilling. It's nice the ever so slightly changing view doesn't bore you. Rude. I like it. It was not meant as an insult. The view is nice. It will get boring for me after a while, though. The world just has so much to offer. That's why I'm happy for you, Stephanie. She is satisfied with her quiet life and the view from their little window. To tell you the truth, there were times when I desperately wanted to explore the world around me. Yeah, the character designs in this game are so gorgeous. I love, like, interesting character designs and like color palettes, and because I love fantasy games in general, so I'm always on the lookout for interesting character designs, color combinations, like just cool inspiration from just tons of different fantasy games that can then inspire like future characters that I come up with for my many books that I want to write. But some people are made for adventuring and some are not. You know what, do I want to be like, oh, I wish I was an adventurer, or am I chill with being a tavern keeper? You know what, I'd probably be very chill being a tavern keeper, and I've come to peace with that. I get to listen to other people's stories and aid them on their adventures with my drinks. That's a good compromise for me, and the stunning view is just a bonus. Could I interest you in one of my drinks? Yes. Do you serve something that can make me feel alive? Something scorching hot, like the claws of death. Aren't they cold? No. Or something icy cold, like a brother's heart. I'm torn. May I surprise you with one of my creations? I'll pick a good one. Feel free. Okay, something hot or something cold? I don't think we've made any of the hot drinks yet. Scorching hot, icy cold. Stressed, refreshing. Yeah, let's try something a little different. I haven't made a slow strike in a while, so let's make one of these. Nope, didn't mean to do that. And just need one for the top. We go. Let's give that a try. Oh, Steph, awesome news. I got an update from my family's bar. The Spider Queen's Embrace is the best-selling drink. Berserk and I, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Honestly, I can't believe that out there in the world, there's a really cool bar with a drink that's inspired by one of my characters. Just like, holy shit. That is like next level fan appreciation. So thank you so much, Berserker Knight. Oh, that's just so fucking cool. Oh my god. A warming surprise just for you. I can feel it burning me from the inside. Thanks. Lord Azul, thank you so much for the 34-month resub. Another month with the wicked and wonderful Stephanie Swanquills. I'm still not convinced that she is not an archfey, trying to tempt us to eat the food of the fae, so we must stay. You know what? I just am excelling at making an environment and a community just so addictive and homey and peaceful that you never want to leave. You never want to leave. And there might be like a plate of free cookies out there somewhere that, you know, you're more than welcome to enjoy at your leisure. Just don't worry about the consequences of it. But Lord Azul, thank you so much for the resub for 34 months now, which is incredible. Thank you so very much. Bingus, please don't inflate her ego. Please. My DMs are insufferable enough as it is. Bingus, like, keep in mind, this is me as a relatively, like, small online presence, like, with a wonderful, cozy community. Think about how bad I'm going to be when one of my books is adapted into a movie. Just insufferable. I'm going to be the fucking worst. Oh my god. I will eat the fae food to stay. That's the go-to attitude I like to see. Guess I gotta release the expose video. Like, cut to Bingus, like, making a full, like, 6-hour YouTube documentary about just, like, all the weird DMs that I've sent her over the past few years of our friendship. Ah, but it's that fear that keeps me humble. It'll come in handy on my next quest. What's next on your agenda? First, meet up with Vin. After that, follow Tuat's voice. I think your drink made him lose it. Remind me to never order that one. The Dragon of Death keeps talking to me in my dreams, but I've not yet become fluent in his language or ominous images. So Stephanie's drink did not make me lose it. If that is the way I am, I assume it's Tuat's fault. It sounds kind of like when your ma would give you cryptic instructions as a child, but you knew she was going to be mad. She was going to be mad no matter what you did. Kind of. Is there anything you are able to understand from his words? I think he wants me to locate a necromancer for him. Excuse me. Someone who's been daring to interfere with death's rightful cycle. Just clocked where the new guy's appearance, like, I could see, like, maybe some inspiration from Mel Madrada from Arcane in Kane's design, especially with the beautiful locks and the kind of kintsugi style gold detailing. They're just cool and chill, and I really, really love their character design. Like, I love the simplicity of, like, a darker, like, deep grays and blacks against, like, gold. There's something so simple but elegant about that color pattern and color scheme. Just so good. Everything else is just a wild mess. Fragments, colors, sometimes emotions. If you want to, how about you share some of those fragments with us? Maybe we can help you make sense of them. He shows me pain, people, red, purple, darkness, lightning everywhere. Something blurs my vision. A steam, perhaps? It glows. It changes. Everything changes. In the distance, there are buildings, a village, or a city, a person obscured. Their face is reflected in pools of swirling water. Their eyes burn into me, but I can't remember what color they are. That's it. That's artistic. Let me try to make sense of it. The red might be blood. The purple, paint, maybe? An evil painter. And steam, like fog? Like our mysterious fog? Maybe the city by the water is Borkham. So the necromancer is hiding here. Spilling blood. Fog. Paint. Exactly! I shall look for them and stop them. Will you kill them? Yes. Wow, okay. A bit harsh. For crimes against death, you must pay with your life. Have you ever fought a necromancer before? No. How are you planning on fighting this one? With my weapons. Solid plan. Recklessness will only harm you. Hey, Jen, welcome back. Now Bingus does have her AC on, just to rub it in my face. God, I need a proper air conditioner. Recklessness will only harm you. So will apathy. Tuat will guide me. How are you so sure of that? Because his voice is the only thing I can hold on to. You don't even understand what he's saying. Whose voice would you follow then? My own. I think what Delphi means is you should go into the fight well prepared, so you can win. I can speak for myself. For sure, but you have such emotional awareness. You have as much emotional awareness as a barnacle. A Gaius! Speaking to your hero like that, damn, okay. I appreciate your concern, Delphi. What's your name, Ratman? I'm a Gaius. I'm happy to make both of your acquaintances. You seem to be experienced adventurers. I'm retired. If you count trying out foreign spices. A well-rehearsed knowledge of various spices is a real quality of life improvement. Hey! Welcome back, Kaya. There's my re-birthday boy! Hi, Vin. How you feeling today? Excited for your super cool and magnificent once-in-a-lifetime celebration? I see you've gathered some people here, Stephanie. So very fitting for the occasion. I'm not. Don't worry, it's no problem if you didn't get a present. Right. I just met these three. They're nice. Told you so. This is Delphi. They... Use whatever. I don't care. They don't have much of a way with words, but they have good intentions. We have our first Pick My Voice of the evening, requested by Lord Azul. I think Annie might be good at tending the bar. Okay, so I'm a little bit embarrassed. Can you remind me who Annie is? Which of my characters is Annie? I just haven't done that particular voice in a long time, so I might need a brief refresher. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Sorry, my brain's just been really scrambled the past couple of days. So I'm kind of spacing out, like... I think that might have been one of my one-shot characters, but I can't remember. Oh my god, the Yandere maid! Yes, you're right! Fuck, what voice did I do for her? Oh my god. Okay, I think I did a similar voice to Seraphina's. Sorry, keep in mind guys, I've had my YouTube channel for over 10 years now. Some of my characters that I've only done like for one video will fall through the cracks of my mental like headspace. But I will absolutely be down to give it another shot at Annie's voice for we'll just do like Annie's voice for all the different characters and see what comes about of it. They don't have much of a way with words, but they have good intentions. Sup? And this is Gaius. He's good with words and visions. Hi, Gaius. Gaius. Aggie. Hi, Kaya. Kane, I got you a little something. I tried my very best and even crossed an endless step for you. Here, this is for you, Kane. Happy first re-birthday. Your very own piece of dragon jewellery. Cute and a bit blasphemous. I love its silly facial expression. But I suppose I would look the same if my own foot was stuck between my teeth. Exactly what I was thinking. Thank you, Vin. I also got you something. But it's your day today. You should keep your best presents for my grand 200th. I'm not waiting 6 years. I appreciate you now. I would be lost without our friendship. Oh. It's a Seraria ledipus. The petals look naturally fossilized. I've heard it's a bit moody and tricky to take care of, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. I do appreciate taking care of plants and seeing them bloom over time. No flower is too moody for me. I'll take good care of it, you nerd. Not sure what a nerd is, but curious. Now I just need a name for it. How about... I do like Plantiago. It's a very sweet name. I like how you think, Stephanie. My name is Annie. I'll ask what it thinks about the name later. Plants tend to be more honest in private. But first, let's get a round of cold and sparkly drinks for everyone. What can I get you? Kane, you should go first. I'll pass this round. Instead, I'd like to give you something, Stephanie. I'm not sure you're grasping the whole birthday concept. Oh, Berserker Knight, just to break character 1 second. I did see the message that you sent me via Fourth Wall. Thank you so much for the incredibly kind words, and thank you so much for supporting my merch store. You're so kind, I really, really do appreciate it. During our travels, we met another one of your kind. A follower of Gaia? An innkeeper. His name is Quincy. Oh, he sounds delightful! I haven't been to a tavern in quite some time. I really need to get out more, though my master is quite particular about his manor being clean at all times. He spoke with great wisdom and entrusted me with a recipe. It has since become my favourite drink. I will pass it on to you. You seem worthy. Thank you. I'll prove I'm worthy. Can I have a drink now? throat is still so dry. Must have inhaled way too much sap dust. Mix me something with Nashira potion. It looks so sparkly, so refreshing, so whimsical. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Let's. Alright, let's have a little look at what is exactly in this Nashira potion. Okay, we're looking for something with less intelligence and less charisma. Curious, so let's have a look. Let's go with the Dour Sour, I think. I think that sounds about right. Because that will definitely use the Nishira potion. No, I think that's not quite right. Oh, this is difficult. As we get better at mixing drinks, usually that's the cook's job, and I'm just a humble maid, but let's see if we can turn this around somehow. Try that, and then is there something that can move this down a little? Oh, this is tricky. Hello, Aubrey. Welcome back. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are currently mixing drinks, and it's proving to be quite difficult because we need something that adjusts it just right. Oh, wait 1 moment. There we go. See, we eventually got there. And as I bring this drink to our wonderful patrons, I believe that comes to the end of that Pick My Voice. Thank you so much, Lord Azul, for requesting Annie, a character that took me a hot second to remember who exactly she was. But I hope you enjoyed her wonderful, delicate voice nonetheless. Sparkling, whimsical, and most importantly, delicious. Cheers to delicious sparkles. Is it relieving your dry throat? Yep. Good. What were you doing on a step? The nearest one is very far from here. I was trying to grab you a present in a tomb. Almost been killed by a chimera. Making pretty friends. You know, just trying to live a little. What were you up to? Pondering visions. Did you get anywhere? Maybe. The Gaius and Stephanie have been helpful. The townsfolk, less so. They speak of foreboding figures in their own dreams, a silhouette staring at them within their nightmares. I thought maybe Tuat visited them too, but they didn't dream of death. I thought that was just me. One of my regulars complained about feeling watched in their dreams too. Yes, we have been seeing someone in our dreams. A young woman in a white dress standing out on the coast. Hang on. That's annoying me. Aubrey, I've had a good week. I've had a very busy week. It's been a lot of focusing on getting a lot of writing done, going out and looking at things, and yeah, just kind of in general being quite busy. I'm still on holiday time from my day job for a little bit longer, so I'm trying to enjoy as much downtime as I can while still working on cool stuff. Hang on. I've been seeing someone in mine too. I think, maybe. Strange. We should keep an eye on this. Now that I think about it, a merchant in the plains told me something real similar. We thought it was a ghost haunt in the tomb. And you still went? Of course! No one told me it could possibly collapse. It collapsed? Maybe consider being more careful. Unless you want to celebrate another rebirthday soon. So, while we're at it, what exactly are we celebrating? I might be the only one not getting it, but like, what's a rebirthday? Oh, you're funny. Thank you. I'm trying not to be. Don't tell me you don't really know. It's literally in the name. Even Stephanie knows, and she never leaves this tavern. Well, I hate to break it to you, I don't know what that is either. But I'm not sure what it means either. It's the date of my resurrection. Oh, very cool. I died exactly 1 year ago. My condolences. I'm still alive. That's exactly why I'm expressing condolences. You could have had your peace already. I'm here for resolution. There's no chance for peace without it. I see. Happy rebirthday to you then. What kind of resolution do you seek? You shouldn't think of dark times on a day like this, you know. It's okay, especially on a day like this. I was murdered by my brother. Why? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I thought we were close. Oh, thank you for the hydrate check. Thank you. Now the everlasting pain of his betrayal hurts more than a knife to my heart ever could. That's rough, buddy. Oh, and thank you for the stretch check too. Thank you. There's no need to feel sorry for me. I'm here again. Tuat gave me a second chance for a reason. To find out why your brother killed you? No, that's part of my past life. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Why are you avoiding any type of closure? Don't be so negative. Why would he linger in dark memories if he got a second chance of life? What matters now is my new purpose. Sounds like some proper religious dedication. For sure. Unless I'm misunderstood, Tuat. I'm sure you'll figure everything out. You've only been here for a year. Don't stress yourself out too much. Yeah, I love, like, that's rough, buddy. I was immediately channeling Zuko. Thank you, Vin. And thanks to you three as well for spending time with me. Of course. You know. How about we use today as an excuse to do something you've always wanted to do, for fun, or something fun. I'm content spending the day here. I wouldn't know what to wish for. Maybe another drink, if you don't mind, Stephanie. I've been waiting patiently for your order. What would you like this time? I already tried one of your hot creations. A cold drink would be a perfect refreshment for me now. Got it. Okay, nice and cool. Let's have a looky-loo. Ooh, a cosmic dipper, cold like the vast void of the astral sea, yet fruity like one might imagine a deliciously enchanting star. The cosmic dipper will fill you with the hope of finding whatever you might be looking for, no matter how far away it might be. This drink hails from the icy tundras of Sirida in the far north. Drinking such a delicacy is sure to be a lucky break. Yep, and they just want a cold drink. Okay, perfect. I have not seen the new Avatar movie. No, I want to though. Do. Hang on, did I mess that up? Let's try that again. Just need the second one to be moved along a little bit. Where's one that does that? I think this is the right one, so we do 2 of these. Bottom one along a little bit more. No, that's not right. What have I done wrong? Oh, the top one needs to be moved along further. Dang it. Oh yeah, and the bottom one doesn't. Think that's right? Yes, that is. That's a Cosmic Dipper. Have to remember that. That's a nice full drink. Ta-da! My famous re-birthday special. I hope you like it. I like it. I've been refreshed. Are you sure this is all you want for your re-birthday? Don't be shy. I basically know half the town. And even without them, I can make all sorts of things happen. I haven't seen fireworks in a long time. Aubrey! Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Wild Angel! Thank you so much, Aubrey. I really appreciate it. Oh... Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I like how they light up the sky in all the colors of your heart. Like someone collecting all their strengths in an otherwise hopeless situation right before they take their last breath. Inspiring their comrades to push through, even during the darkest nights. That's beautiful. Let's go then. You can do that, I guess, right? I can figure it out. What could go wrong? Don't forget to paint me a picture. Come on, Kane. Let's make this the best re-birthday ever. Delphi, do you want to come with us? No, I'm not one for festivities. Very well then. Feel free to join us later if you change your mind. Thank you for your hospitality, Stephanie. Enjoy your party. See ya! Take care of them for me, Aegeus. Aye, you can count on me, Stephanie. Are you sure you don't want to go with them? Yes. Would you like a drink then? Sure. Anything that'll make me feel less like this. Maybe something hot and sweet? I miss the feeling of eating fudge in a hot spring. Feeling everything that's wrong with the world melt away. Sounds like what you need is a hot chocolate with a dash of caramel. I'll take one. Perfect. I can do that. Make a delicious hot cocoa. Oh, now this one's tricky. Let's give this another shot. Aubrey, thank you so much for another gifted sub. This one is to JP Valet. Thank you so much, Aubrey, for the 2 gifted subs now, which is incredible. Thank you so much. Alrighty, ready. Come on. Oh, that's not right. Now let's try that again. This one's tricky. Oh my god, what is the combination for this one? Okay, let's try with doing some simpler ingredients and not trying to overcomplicate things. Then we just need one. So we just need one for swiftness going that direction. So for lessen some swiftness. Okay, hang on. Yeah, we still need intelligence and then defense up, and that's going to be more than 2. Oh, this... I will say, they've definitely made the mixing a lot trickier. Like, you have to get these combinations almost exactly right. Oh, and is it JP Valley's birthday coming up? Oh, happy early birthday then! Oh my goodness! I hope you have a wonderful weekend. God, I'm really scratching my brain over this one. I do think it's this. And then this. What's the top ones? I need something that improves charisma. Actually, no. God, no. I need something that improves the intelligence and then lowers defense as well. Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, what is it? Because these three are fine. I just need that up one and then that back down two. No, that's not right. Hey, Doc Souls, I'm doing great. This game is just a little tricky when it comes to mixing these drinks. Definitely up the challenge a little bit. Lord Azul, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the bits. You're so sweet. Thank you. Alrighty, come on. Oh, let's try this again. Oh my god, why is it so hard to make hot chocolate? And we're specifically, like, they specifically want hot chocolate. But why is this the hardest fucking drink in the world to make? Oh my god, I just realized I didn't notice that before. God damn it. I've had this whole other bottle that I didn't even notice was just sitting there. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. I'm a little out of it tonight. I'm sorry. There we go. That was so nice and easy. Goody. I did it. A hug and a mug for your bug? I feel like a comforted bug floating on a gentle ocean wave. Thank you. So, would you like to just stay here for a little while? Yeah. Alright. Oh. Hey, you okay? Do you want to talk about it? I don't think so. Okay. Do you mind just talking in general? I don't know. I guess Vin found a giant cheese wheel in a rat's dreams. They're teaching him to ride it around town now. I hope Vin can resist eating the whole thing before sunrise. She's a cheese fiend. Or would be if a fiend liked cheese instead of reaping the souls of the innocent. You know her well. I've only known her for 10 full moons, but it feels like she has known my heart for eternity. Of course, she's not in my heart physically. It's too small. Excuse me. And metaphorically, she has only been in it for a very short time. Short in comparison to how long you've lived? Short for how long she'll be in it. For now, we're still in the phase of unraveling each other's mysteries. Kaya has mysteries. She holds many secrets in her depths, but she usually walks away before people can figure them out. Really? It seems more like she was walking towards us. Intently so. Only for a little bit. Vin can get along with everybody, but she has a hard time staying still. We rarely stay anywhere for very long. Does that bother you? I'm not sure where my own path is headed, so I don't mind following in her shadow for now. Tuat will send me a sign if his will requires me to set an anchor. though I sometimes question if I should give him more time to make up his mind. Wait until he gets a feeling of the terrain and whether or not it's contaminated with undeath. But Vin would rather move on to the next place, where life still feels new and unending. She doesn't want to be the last person waiting. Do you think she'll ever leave you behind? No, she's my friend. Friends can leave too. Someone with your backstory should know that. My heart feels heavy when I think of my brother. Heavier than hearts already are. But I can't let that make me run first. Why not? It seems like you have the stats to be a fast runner. I do, but I don't want to be someone who abandons people. I know what that feels like. Which is not very good, in case you had not had the experience. You know, when I first woke up, after I had been embraced by the mists of death, it felt like dying all over again. Realizing what had happened, realizing that I didn't survive, but I did come back. Suddenly being connected to something so divine and yet dead, while all of my other connections had been irreversibly severed. It felt like the world had ended for me, while everyone else just kept on going like nothing had changed. But there was someone who saw me in the rubble and offered me a hand. He cleaned off the dust, fed me the worst ghostberry smoothie I'd ever had in both of my lives, and proved to me that the sun still comes up, no matter what. Slowly my world started to mend itself, not in the same world it had been before, but into a new one that still had an elusive work in progress one that still had an elusive work in progress right now. I thought I lost everything that day, but I didn't realize how much there was still to be gained. And now you have something to lose again. And something to love too. So much to love. But I will admit, my dreams have been getting dark and twisty again lately. Even Tuat cannot break through my brother's eyes, looking at me while I bleed out in the snow. Would you like to forget what his eyes looked like? Do you think that would help? No, it's a privilege to remember the people we've loved, even in their most monstrous forms. I would rather remember him like that than lose any part of his memory. I hope he remembers me too, whatever he loved of me once. I hope it has not been forgotten forever. I don't understand why he would do that to you, your own brother. You clearly care about him so much. Why would he voluntarily lose you? I'm not sure. He never told me. Once I thought about going back to ask, but... He might try to kill you again? He might, yes. And I got the chance of a new start. I won't waste it by clinging to the past. You can't just leave grief behind like that. It's too sticky. I'm not sure. Mostly, I'm... sad? Heartbroken. Yet the thing in my chest continues to beat, so I will keep going. But I miss him. It feels good to say that out loud. How about you, Stephanie? Do you miss anyone? I would say I do. Everyone misses someone. I can never go back and talk to her, though. That's the worst part. Granted, all the things I would say don't matter anymore. You should still say them. They matter to you. Maybe another time. I'm not ready for the out loud part yet. If you don't want to dwell on the past, how are you feeling right now? I'm worried. About what? Everything? Yes. I mean, look outside. Borkum isn't usually covered in strange fog that puts people to sleep for a whole day. And I know we're all used to seeing strange, fantastical things around Feoja. But what does this mean? Where does it come from? Is it dangerous to be outside now? Is it dangerous to go to sleep? And my closest friend of the last 2 years just came back from a quest where a Ferris wheel could have collapsed on top of her. I know she can handle that and much more, but I'm still worried. Because she might not come back next time? There's always a chance, isn't there? That's a scary prospect indeed. Is she not well equipped for the trials of adventure? Excuse me. Excuse me. Big eeps. She is, but what if she gets into a situation she's unprepared for? Sure, she'd probably just end up inventing something that would help. But what if she decides not to come back? That's worse, right? Who would fix my roof? Or catch me when I fall off the roof? Or talk to me during quiet nights and lonely mornings? For now, she will. Revel in that instead of already mourning her absence. Speaking of, I need to catch up with Vin and Aegeus before they accidentally plunge us into an era of darkness by summoning a cheese wheel big enough to consume the entire realm. Delphine, are you sure you don't want to come along? They should have already headed to some place Aegeus referred to as where the magic happens. Perhaps he has a portal to the ethereal weave. I might take a night swim. Maybe I could walk you out and show you the way to his kitchen? I think that's what he was referring to. Yes, you can. Alright. Thanks for the drinks, Stephanie. Good night, Stephanie. We will return to you. Before we do, I want to read up about these wonderful new characters we have. Alrighty, so we also have now Kane. He's an Earth Echo, 23, he, they. They're a rogue from the Scion Plains and neutral good. I never got to meet Kane in his first life. Rebirth has either made or left him intense, interesting, kind, and brotherless. He still struggles to interpret his newfound divine visions, but I'm sure he'll figure it out with time. According to his best friend Kaya, his corkball recipe is to live for. And Aquila, they're a nymph. They're 67, she, they. They're a ranger from the Burning Peaks and awfully neutral. Delphi has been a hero long enough to have seen it all, and these days she's desperately yearning for some rest. Though exhaustion has made her withdrawn, I can tell she still cares deeply for her fellow people. Maybe she just needs a little bit of patience and a warm drink. Honestly, I'm curious to see how all of these wonderful characters develop over time. But we do have some more rumors to look at later. Good night, Stephanie. We will return to you. And I can't wait. Let's see. Great Fog harbors great danger and mystery, like foggy, rocky shorelines and sea monsters that double as improvised water slides. Persian shipments have been getting lost in the Gulf of Fog. The region grows more treacherous by the day. Necromancer seems to be hiding in Borkum. They're being obscured by the fog, or do they create it themselves? And are they a painter? Villagers near the Burning Peaks vampire castle are being plagued by increased monster attacks. Some fear they're incurring the vampire's wrath. We've got so many snippets. It seems that they've like just made this game all the more complicated by adding so many more options and complexities. So like we've got all these pieces, but we've got very little stuff that we can actually like make into quests. Whereas before it was just like a handful of things and only one or two would be left over at the end of it. But now we've got all of these rumors. But yeah, it is confirmed that we can't make a quest with these snippets right now, but we need to sort them out. Okay, but that's it for now. That strange figure is in there. I wonder if there's particular events that makes them appear curiouser and curiouser. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick save. Act 2, The Dreaming. Chapter 8, Fair Winds Following Seas. 46 of the Dreaming Moon. Hey! Good morning. It's morning, alright. Someone looks to be in dire need of a drink. Nah, I'm good. Alright, I'll make sure Captain Beebug keeps the ingredients cool for later then. Excuse me. Did you have nice dreams? No, did you? Hard to say. Did you manage to fix your cuff? I did. That's great! Now you're finally safe from the treacherous astral currents that try to pull you far away from my tavern. I'm glad. I would have missed you. You can always come after me, you know. I wish. Anyway, it's not like it matters. Whether I end up back here or in the astral realm, it's all an illusion of choice, really. Fixing the cuff is like cutting off the head of a hydra. No matter what I do, I'm always right back where I started. Damn it, that sounded really dark. It's honestly not all that bad. No, I get it. It does feel that way sometimes. But it's still better to try than to let the Hydra torment you. Maybe talking about it will give you new ideas on how to defeat the Hydra? Looks like you can teach old dogs new tricks. How are you then? I'll be honest about the strange dreams I'm having. Strange dreams. I keep hoping they don't mean anything. But a part of me considers every old thing that happens as some sort of ominous prophecy. It's my way of brooding, I think. I think your dreams might be prophesying your deeply repressed feelings, pal. Horrifying if true. You know, maybe if you're unsure of what to do next, you could look around town and tell me all the rumors and secrets you find. Or maybe do some more corporate espionage. Am I the newspaper? You're my friend. I know. But I feel bad leaving you behind either way, even if I could leave. Good, then my bribery is working. Sure is. Well then, how about a drink? You mischievous little fuck. I'd love a drink on the house. They're on the house, right? Yes. Tavern Keeper honor code. I'll remember that. Now, do you remember what I ordered on my first day in your tavern? Because I do. It's been a few days, Chris. I shall be lenient this time, but only because I fear Quasar might be rubbing off on me. If I remember correctly, I want your hottest drink on your menu. The plan was to motivate me and make me feel like I could defend myself against Quasar's efforts to rehabilitate me back into civilization. Also, slowing down a bit wouldn't feel so bad. I'm on it. Okay, so if they were relatively new, then we didn't have any of the newer recipes just yet. Which means it was probably a slow strike. Yes. There's this one. There we go, slow strike. I have several hot drinks on the menu now, but I feel like this might be what you're craving. You're spot on. This is great. Question, do you have a list of sayings you use when serving drinks? Or variations on them? Quippy one-liners, maybe? I just improvise. I'm just that good. Fascinating. And how do you usually deal with grumpy customers, like the ones skulking next to me? By kicking out people like you? Come on, just admit you miss me and my problem-solving skills. You have problem-causing skills. Yeah, and what do you have? a mean right hook. She's definitely mean. Want me to demonstrate? Why the sour face? I only just got here. And I already wish I could replace you with Vey. Ah, the wizard with the wannabe detectives. If you miss them so much, you're this grumpy, just go look for them already. It's not that simple, you little imp. I don't know where they are. When they're going to Boreas with their new creature friends? And then what? I just run around the whole island until I find them or get pulled back here? Great plan, genius. Don't be such a scaredy cat. Just go, give it a try, have some fun. Isn't that your jam? And so what if you get pulled back? You just end up here. What's the worst that could happen? Never say that. Vey's group could tell me to leave. Yeah, okay, that would be pretty bad. I bet right now they're busy being cooler than you could ever be. I bet they're exploring the deepest trenches of the ocean. Meeting mysterious mermaids that bake mysterious cakes or that can do underwater explosions. How are they supposed to do that? They said they're meeting interesting friends on Boreas. And Miriam told me that, about some navy brig that can sail while fully submerged underwater. Has a magical barrier made of coral to keep the crew safe, sound, and dry while they explore the depths. That's probably who they're meeting up with. Man, I should have just accepted their offer and gone with them. Instead, I hurried back like a drunken sailor pulled in by tavern lights. I should have just... been fearless? Yes. Nemesis told me about a vicious sun hydra they fought single-handedly. Like, sure, I could knock out a giant snake, that's how I lost my arm, but a full-grown gangly guardian? And then they said that's just normal adventurer business. Can you imagine? Maybe being scared is a sign I don't belong with those people. You're very brave, Una. In fact, fear is what gives people the courage to face danger. I'd appreciate the absence of fear entirely. It just holds me back. I hate to admit it, but I'm anxious I'll screw something up and ruin my chance to ever do something right in the future. It's making me cuckoo. Yesterday, I went for an evening stroll to get some air after the rain. When suddenly, an overwhelming dizziness forced me to my knees. And when I looked up, the sky was threatening to crash down on me. Blazing tendrils made of swirling nebulas reached down from the sky and tried to drag me away. Then I blinked and woke up on your lawn. Must have fallen asleep wallowing. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I used to have dreams like that a lot. You know, you find yourself in an old place you'd rather not be, and you've been forced to go back, and then you wake up and it takes you a moment to remember you're somewhere else. Bingo. And I thought I was over it. Guess not. It's only been a bit over a year since you crashed into my drive-thru. Give yourself some time. Easier said than done. Especially when you wake up from that joke of a dream and the cuffs you've just fixed are totally dented. Must have tossed around quite a bit. Either way, I blame that ominous sky always glaring down like it knows more than me. You've got beef with the sky? I'd rather have beef with the sky than with the croissant. Alright, how about a drink now? I don't know. Yes, you do. She clearly needs to pick me up, something that'll motivate and inspire her to get off her ass. But maybe also add some courage for facing her grand enemy, the sky, and rejection too? How does that sound, Una? Offensive, but fine, I'll give it a shot. Good on you, Una. Okay, let's have a looky-loo and see what suits you. Motivate, inspire, and courage. Dour sour, maybe? No, I think a Northern Brawler is the best option. It's a motivation one, boosts your energy and courage tenfold. Let's go with this. go. Northern Brawler. The Grist Feet Stephanie Special. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are this is shockingly good. You make a pretty good team. Stephanie, does that mean I'm good enough at this thing to get access to your secrets? Not yet. Aww. I also gotta admit though, you might be right, Gris. Maybe I should go look for adventurers. They'd be happy to see you, Una. That's possible. Just go! You can still moan and mope and sit around when you get zapped back. Just don't waste your life trying to justify living. Not bad. Do you look so tired because you lost sleep over that line? No. I look tired because of the howling. The howling? So no one else heard the howling. Sorry, slept like baby bee bug. I heard nothing. Ah. What kind of howling? Like very opinionated wolves? No, more like Valkyrian poach hounds. Valkyrian what now? They're the bounty hunters of Avalon. Why are you being bounty hunted? Grand larceny? I wish. What would I get for your head? My head. Ew, don't want that. Don't tell Quasar, okay? He trusts me now, and I need him for this pyramid real estate scheme I've got going on. I'm gonna sell him a pyramid. Gris, I love your Chaos Goblin energy so much. It is so much fun having the Tavern Keeper of the previous game be a character in this, and getting to see their goofy selves before they became a Tavern Keeper. Oh, this game is great. I won't. Fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't worry about Quasar or the hounds. Just point them right to me. I'll give them a strong right hook. And then maybe question them about your backstory. Get lost and go look for your new friends, you loser. On it, asshole. See you soon, Stephanie. See you soon? I hope. You can always go with her. We all have our limits, Chris. Do you want to follow her? I'd rather ask Quasar to elaborate on deeply misinterpreted scripture. Plus, you know, outside there are possible bloodthirsty bounty hunters. Yes. Or wolves. We'll see. I'll make sure they stay outside. Thank you, Stephanie. Hey! Some say that during eclipses, the starfish in the Wadden Sea offer personal prophecies to those in need. Or those worthy enough. Depends on the tale. Also, when there's a full moon, the fresh tide glistens in the light of the celestial dragons. While on the darkest of nights, you can see our lighthouses beckoning you home. The lighthouse keeper even offers fresh nectar cookies in exchange for any fluorescent seashells you find in the sea. You know, Mothvaka can love this kind of stuff. Do you like lighthouses? Sure. And of course you already know about Borkham's most wonderful haven, the Drowsy Dragon. 2 years ago, Stephanie moved to our shores and has lit up our days ever since. Creative drinks, calming views, and inspiring conversations. Plus, if you need a hug, Captain Bee-Bug is the softest thing you'll ever hold in your entire life. I see. Yeah, so, if you need a drink recommendation, I know the whole menu by heart. Anything you feel my menu is missing, Delphi? How would I know? I haven't tried much of it. Maybe you can help her come up with a new drink. Make your very own favorite. I wouldn't even know where to start. That's alright, I'll help you out. Let's see. Maybe something strong for the body and for the mind. Since you're wondering where to go next, maybe it can help you come up with some creative ideas. And maybe something that will give you the courage to let you down your guard. But not in a bad way. I don't mean to offend you. None taken. Good. Good. I just mean, respectfully, seem like you need to shake off some tension. I think you should maybe give this drink a try before me. Now that's settled, what flavor should Stephanie go with? I don't know, maybe something sweet? But the refreshing kind. Splendid, just like my macaron recipe. Does that sound like a drink worthy of your menu? Sounds divinely delicious. Great, there's only the problem with the name left. Let me think. Candy Crush or M&M's, macarons and mice. I'll go with macarons and mice because he mentioned macarons. No, the health department will hate that. Maybe crafted love, since it was so lovingly put together. Sounds perfect. Can I try one? Don't let it stay a dream. I wouldn't dream of it. Okay, let's have a looky-loo and see what this one is. Crafted love. Interesting. Witness the creation of a new drink, crafted with love. Truly a creative boost from the cosmos. This otherworldly drink is sticky, sweet, and refreshing, down to your bones. Drinking it boosts your courage and lowers your defense to the max, allowing you to dive into the deepest parts of your mind while giving you the power to resist any danger. Hopefully. Looks delicioso. Then we need to improve that top stat. I think this is it. There we go. Oh, that looks like one of those freak shakes with all the stuff put on the top of it. Oh, it looks so good. A loving dream for you. It tastes lovely. We make a great team. Maybe I should poach you from the lobster. Doesn't mean you'll let me open a kitchen in the back. I'll think about it. Maybe it'll help Captain Bebug get over their fear of fire. You're pretty good at this culinary stuff. She is. I meant you. I can only agree. Oh, thanks. I'm a cook, so I know the ropes. What about you? What do you do? Shenanigans, mostly. That's fun. What's your name? Good question. What name do you think would fit me? How about Mishka? I almost named Rami that because he's so mischievous looking. I could get behind a mischievous name. You're... Agaius. Agaius Pecan. Agaius. You should cook for Andy sometimes. That's the purple guy. He's always hungry. And if your food is good enough to inspire Stephanie's drinks, I think he might go wild for the taste of it. Is he a familiar? Yep. Which... Never mind. I can cook for you two, no problem. You three even. But in exchange you have to tell us more about your familiar. How'd you meet? Your cooking comes at a steep price, Agaius Pecan, but I'll pay. A while ago, or 2 minutes, who keeps track really, I got pretty stuck in some underwater cave network. You must know, I have a bit of a talent for finding hidden portals or entryways. Maybe I fell through a primordial vortex as a child or something. I also have a talent for going through them without a second thought. Naturally, that brings me to all sorts of places. But I thought it wasn't possible to travel to the other planes. Sometimes you can, if you run into an anomaly. Or if someone casts a spell or a curse, or maybe you accidentally slip through space and time. It happens. Don't you miss home? If I did, I'd go back there instead of going forwards. Anyway, I thought I was really stuck forever that time. It was... terrifying? I don't like your interjections. But yes, terrifying. And just as I had given up all hope, Leviathan gifted me with the perfect tool to save myself. Should you be calling Andu a tool? He's a little stupid, it's okay. Honestly, peak pet owner energy of like, this perfect being was crafted by the heavens. He's a fucking idiot, but I love him and he's mine. He's my baby. And you're a follower of Leviathan. I became one then and there. He's a pretty cool guy. Gets a bad rap for all the chaos sometimes, but I think that just shows his creativity. Excuse me. Sorry, with games like this that just require so much talking and focus, it does suck the oxygen from my brain really quickly, which is why I yawn so much when I'm playing these games like this. Plus, it never gets boring following the pandemonium he leaves in his wake. So the divine path of chaos is your calling? No, my calling is freedom, but I don't mind having Levi and Andu along for the ride. Stephanie, did you also get your familiar from a dragon? They're usually divine gifts. Draconic insects usually serve Gaia. Captain Bee-Bug was indeed a gift from Gaia. I think she sensed that I was lonely and needed a friend. A floofy one that gives good hugs and likes experimental drinks. That sounds wonderful. Mishka, does Andu have any special abilities, like elemental magic? Of course, his fire breath can roast marshmallows to perfection. That must be great for battling animated snowmen. They stand no chance, especially when he gets hungry for their noses or hats. He can eat and digest anything. Sometimes instead of consuming his prey, he stores it in some sort of magical stomach pocket. I've gotten so many hats through that trick. So he steals hats for you? And what else? Gold? Marshmallows? Carrots? Excuse me. All kinds of stuff. Like magical orbs. That reminds me, our local Leviathan Temple Museum recently had their magical orb stolen. It was very pretty. I'm sure he would have loved to lick it. He did. I mean, would. That's a great hiding spot. Thank you. Now no one tell Kazar, so my genius doesn't go to waste. So you... Wow, you're so good at heists then. Can you tell me, can you tell me about your favorite ones? How did you pull them off? Are there poems about them yet? If not, I can write one. What do you need to pay most attention to when you pull off a heist? Firstly, I don't think they should teach you how to properly, potentially anger both guards and gods. The dragons love when you take initiative. Just don't get caught, especially not if you do a heist in their names. Secondly, always have enough lockpicks. Thirdly, don't break the space-time continuum. Happens easier than you think. Got it. I'll keep all that in mind. Mishka, don't you think this orb of yours potentially means something to that temple and the people there? And now it's just gone? It means something to Leviathan too. It shows his dreams. That's way too personal. If anything, he deserves to get it back. Are you giving it back? Eventually. Probably. When I'm done safeguarding it. It's probably an object of worship. I'm sure the priests know how to take best care of divine objects. I'm also a priest-ish, and they weren't using it anyway. Temple architecture is very specific. It could be that its position had some sort of greater meaning. What do you know about temples? Our temple is more of a marketing stunt, you know, to get more sales. But the museum is great. I could take you there sometime. The gift shop is amazing. I will say, one of my favorite things to do whenever I'm visiting a city or just like around town, going to museum and art gallery gift shops. They have some of the best stuff you can find if you like interesting artsy homeware and stuff like that, like jewelry, scarves, things like that. It's also a great place to go shopping if you're stuck for Christmas presents for your mum. Just throwing it out there. Go to a museum gift shop and they'll have cool, interesting artsy stuff that you can give to people. But the museum is great. I could take you there sometime. The gift shop is amazing. I've seen it. Oh, so you do like sightseeing? So you do like sightseeing after all? No, but when I was out for a swim yesterday, I saw... Actually, can I get a drink first? Something light? Light? Alright, I'll try to keep it to 3 shots then. That means I have 3 recipe options. Let's see what I'll pick. Okay, we have to keep it light and easy but easy. Let's go with one of the earlier ones because that means it would be relatively minimal number of ingredients, I think. Let's try this one, Season's Tides. Maybe a Voyager's Dream? That's actually probably a better one then in that case. I think this is right. Yes, there we go. 3 shots, Voyager's Dream. Light as a feather and as delicious as... not a feather. Pretty tasty. Thanks. Anyway, I thought I saw this beautiful Tholos temple made of thick white stone with glistening waterfalls flowing down the circular walls. But when I got close, it was just the museum, which looked nothing like that. Guess that strange fog was obscuring it. Tell me about it. No one warned me that Voyager came with so much fog. It's not usually this bad. At least we don't generally have whatever kind of fog this is. It's weird. Dizzying, in a way. Yesterday I thought I saw my Mars ship in the distance, but whenever I looked directly, it was gone. Rumor has it shipments aren't arriving, and ships that leave from here are never seen again. Fog is an ill wind that blows no good tidings. Maybe the sailors leaving saw something on the horizon that led them astray. Wouldn't be the first time people chase illusions to avoid looking back. Maybe it feels like disappearing into your dreams. Like dreams of heroism? More like dreams of quitting. Quit then. Unfortunately, I need a salary to sustain my life. That's such a mood. Okay, then become a poet. Or an adventurer like us. Don't. It never ends nor pays well. I know. I'm not cut out for it anyway. I didn't say that. No, but I did. And with cooking, you know, I'm great at it, and I love it too. I really do, I think. It used to be my dream to be the head chef at a seafood restaurant, and now I am. No one ever warns you that if you love what you do, you can still dread going to work. Either way, I'd feel bad betraying my old dream with a new one. Growth is scary, but it's necessary. It feels safer to stay in your comfort zone, but as we continue living, we change. And naturally, so do our dreams. Maybe trying something new won't make you happy in the end. But it might. It's at least worth a try, rather than staying in a place that already makes you unhappy. You're right. I know that. Have you considered how much simpler it is to dream about quitting instead of actually committing to it? Boo! Boring. No risk, no fun. No risk, no harm. No risk, no living. Life can't always be perfectly safe. Sometimes you have to make a decision you can't predict the outcome to. And if you don't, the decision will make itself for you. If it's control and safety you want, you won't find it in indecision. Stephanie, how do you manage to follow your dreams of opening this tavern? Maybe a successful example will help him. Well, I got into mixology first. Okay, let's have a look. You know what? I actually like that kind of backstory. We were doing research and like kind of sciencey, maybe not sciencey stuff, but like alchemical stuff, and then we just kind of stumbled into mixology through that. Stumbled into it across it during my research. What were you researching? I've struggled with illness for a long time. I've always had my limitations, but the older I grew, the harder things got for me. When I was young, I dreamed of adventuring, uncovering ancient secrets, studying magical relics, saving people. But most adventures take place out in the world, and that's where I can't be. At least not for long periods of time. Now this is really interesting. We've kind of like... I'm not sure whether this was necessarily intended from the beginning, or if by us choosing the choices that we preferred to stay indoors and not be an adventurer, if this has kind of navigated this narrative path. But it's really interesting that now as the Tavern Keeper, like, we're playing as someone who's... I believe what they're implying from this is someone who is chronically ill, that is much more homebound, but they're still like finding fulfillment by working in this tavern, but not being able to go out on adventures themselves, which is actually a really lovely idea. I would say my body can't handle it well. It was difficult to accept. So I tried to fix it. I looked into all kinds of magic, trying to find ways to influence the body and the mind. Did it work? No, but I got a new passion out of it. And I learned there are many things in life that make it worth living. Things beyond what is inaccessible to me. Do you ever miss it? The other life you once dreamed of? I would say yes, it would be something quite difficult to give up. But it's okay to mourn a future you once dreamed of. And to be angry about it too. Even if I had no choice but to accept it. Anyhow, 2 years ago I desperately needed a change, so I moved over one shore over and opened my own tavern. I didn't move far from where I lived before though. Sometimes dreams move slowly, and you figure out where you want to go one step at a time. Like with Kane, his literal dreams are hard to interpret, so the steps have to be small. To outsend some godly visions, Mishka. They're very confusing. Wait, do you think it's okay to share that? Yes, he seemed quite open about it. The dragons only do confusing visions. Tell them to go with the flow. If they want something more specific, they can get over their silly oath of neutrality and just tell us. Otherwise, it can't be that important. I feel like there's a big grey area between an important and an unimportant calamity. It's not only either misinterpreting tea leaves or collapsing ether trees. So they say. I'm yet to care. Any calamity is a calamity. And about Kane's dreams, I've been thinking, he's looking for a necromancer, right? He mentioned seeing the color red, steam, and a village. Maybe it's far-fetched, but that could refer to a volcano. And there is a vampire in the Burning Peaks who dabbles in necromancy. There's a village nearby too. I learned how to tattoo there. That's so smart, Delphi. That could be it. The unraveling of the mystery. And even if it's not, any necromancer sounds like an enemy of Tuat. What's so bad about necromancers anyway? Shouldn't people be happy about resurrections? They can only bring back people's bodies, not souls. The vampiric necromancer once used his power to reanimate dead villagers to eradicate those left alive. Did someone stop him? The vampire wouldn't leave his castle when it was impossible to reach, but we laid a barrier around the village so he could no longer touch it. We? Are your friends better conversationalists than you? The village was saved from the wrath of the vampire, but not everyone was able to escape it. On second thought, maybe don't share this with Kane. I don't think he's prepared to face a creature so foul and powerful. It's best not to risk encountering him or his army of twilight creatures. I think that choice is Kane's to make, but I'll pass on your advice. Maybe you could help him defeat the vampire once and for all. You know, since you've been there before, you might... No one should go there. So, Mishka, I bet you haven't told us all of Vandu's abilities. Could you show us his best tricks? No fire inside my tavern, please. Then I'll entertain them outside, but someone will have to reward him with snacks. Oh, I didn't bring any. Delphi, have you dreamed of any interesting snacks lately? The other day I dreamed of a seagull eating a fried loaf of pumpkin lava cake. That sounds horrific. I'll try to manifest it. You know, maybe we can also check on the seagull's dreams. They probably dream of snacks all the time, right? Is that how Quasar looks at me when I make jokes? You mean reluctantly charmed? You know what? I don't actually want to know. Are you stalling because you're scared about the potential bounty hunters outside? A bit, but those two seem capable. They'd protect me, right? You can count on them. That's the spirit. I'll let you know how it goes. Cuties, please do. Alrighty. So, I think... Okay, Necromancy in the Burning Peaks. Okay, Steak and Bake. The Burning Peaks face a triple threat. A local lava leech collector is warning of a possible volcano eruption, while a dangerous vampire has made their home in an impossible castle inside the volcano itself. Furthermore, twilight creatures have been terrorizing the townsfolk in Siltwick, reportedly summoned by the vampire's necromantic experiments. Is the prophesied burning of Siltwick literal, metaphorical, or both? Native and explore ocean's depths. Let's have a look. It's one about the Gulf of Fog. Curiouser and curiouser. So at least we've got one more quest now, but can't make any more quests for these snippets. Okay. Ooh, the ship's coming in. Interesting. It totally bodes well for us. Good morning, Captain Bee-Bug. Are you ready for a fresh drink idea? Since Delphi doesn't have a favourite yet, maybe it's time to expand my menu. Let's hope someone will be adventurous enough to try it. Captain's Punch. Interesting. Hey, guys! And then he literally told me, hold on. Hi, Stephanie! Hi, Kaya. He said I'm too big for my britches, simply because I didn't want to remove my flower crown. The audacity. What did you do? I summoned a swarm of algae vines and pulled him right off the cliff. Good one. A great comeback. Thanks! Excuse me. Your stories are almost as good as your baked goods, Kaya. Only almost? Those friends Boston were a dream come true. Oh, excuse me. Always feel so delicate and taken aback whenever I unexpectedly get hiccups. We should should have saved some for Stephanie. I'd love some French botchen. Fine. I'll make more later then. I don't have any pastries on offer, but how about a sweet drink? I'd love a drink, but nothing sweet, please. I'm already sweet enough for all of us. Uh-huh. What's that supposed to mean? You just told us you threw a guy off a cliff. And I'd like to have enough energy to do it again, in case you don't stop pissing me off. That's like a joke, obviously. Obviously. How about something that'll clear your head and refresh your mood? Sounds just perfect to help me stop thinking about cliffs and bacon. Alrighty. Ooh, the Captain's Punch does look like it's got a good amount of oomph to it. Captain's Punch is rumored to be a bowl to hold the strength of Captain Bone Dart, the legendary pirate captain who once terrorized Velos. With it, even the driest landlubber will gain the energy and courage of a good sailor. Phoenix chilies and a spicy kick, motivating you to get off your behind and onto your ship. For strong effect, try drinking in one big gulp if you can handle it. Okay, nothing sweet. Lots of energy, refreshing. Maybe a Dower Sour? Yeah, I think the Dower Sour is the best one because it's inspiring and refreshing. Come on. There we go, Dower Sour. An energized refreshment for you. This is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, Stephanie. So, how did you two meet? Mishka was collecting rainwater in their hat while I was searching for seashells for my new friendship bracelets. Looked like they were trying to build an... What is that word? They looked like they were trying to build an Aristolochia mouthpiece. Briar flowers make great ones, by the way. And it turned out I just finished a flower bracelet made of those very flowers. So I threw the bracelet into their hat. I love that spell. Who are you trying to reach? I wanted a line straight to the primordial sea. Good old Levi seems to be thick as a brick recently, and an Aristolochia. I'm going to go with Aristolochia. Aristolochia mouthpiece can ensure direct communication. Impossible to ignore. Did it work? Not yet. But at least I got to keep Kai's friendship bracelet. And I met another Avalonian. It's been a while. I have Fey ancestry too. I grew up hearing many stories about the Dream Plains. Even if my family hasn't lived there in generations, I wonder about our distant, forgotten relatives. Oh no, Beelzebub, I'm so sorry! I hope that you're feeling a lot better, that your tooth was taken care of. And then you get plenty of rest, and I hope you have something nice and cool on it so it doesn't feel too bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Whoever puts up the barriers all those centuries ago really messed up my family's vacation plans. Don't sweat it too hard. Avalon is overrated. It sounds very magical to me. Anything could be magical if you're delusional enough. Even with the barriers, Gaia's kind of the easiest place to get to, because it's right in the middle. We're getting out of Gaia again? Good luck. Haven't heard of that working out like ever. How did you get there, Mishka? I think a giant trap door opened right underneath me. No way. Yes way. Long dark tendrils grab me right by the ankles and pull me in. I fell for 2 minutes or 2 eons. Who really knows? Who cares? Just normal ardor for me, really. And that's how you get from one plane to another? Sometimes I only go as far as the tavern is from the market. And it's not always long dark tendrils. Sometimes I'm taken by swelling nebulas or gushing waves. You never know what you'll end up with. You know, kind of the thrill. Always moving. Bless. I love that so much. Planning on leaving anytime soon? Leaving Gaia is really tough. The next portal is long overdue. They usually start popping up right about now. You mean when a strange fog is swallowing people on the horizon? That or when I start running out of names. Maybe there's a cool portal hiding in the moon pools. Is that like a spa? Maybe. But actually, they say somewhere in Phaeasia, there's a bunch of interconnected lakes that reflect all the 7 moons at once. So hard to find that some uninspired minds consider them a myth. But if that's true, how would you explain the rare moonshine scroll I own? The what? It's an artistic rendition of the lakes. It glows in the dark. Allegedly, it was painted by an explorer who claimed he found the pools and was so mesmerized by them, he started to get really into watercolors. Don't tell Quasar I still have it. He thinks I stole it from those potion brewers. But personally, I think it's a complete coincidence that the same scroll happened to be displayed in the brewery study. Speaking of which, that place has nothing on your tavern. Sure, they have impressive potion churners and plenty of fake crystals, but the place has no heart. I would have killed those mages to smile. They own a giant magic kitchen and a mansion. Lighten up, people. Mariam's parents can be strict. Let's put it gently. Sure were. They didn't even want to give us a tour first. We're so busy with this and that, the festival won't plan itself. So we gave ourselves a tour. Oh, very on brand. Thank you. The doors were wide open. Also, I can't get pastry puff lavender anywhere else. That stuff's rare, and it's even rarer in Avalon. Literally non-existent. I love pastry puff lavender. Truly one of the few nice things Gaia has to offer. Nah, there's plenty more. Like golden loons, or long-toothed spine guppies? I don't know. All the encounters here are so terribly formulaic and high flatulent. And people really seem to throw masquerade balls. Like, wouldn't the festival be a perfect opportunity? Instead, they've just settled for a feast and fireworks. What about hosting a cicada orchestra, or a wild beast theater group? Or how about just making it rain flowers? Everything here is so dull. Why leave Avalon if it's so much brighter? For the same reason you put on sunglasses when it's too bright. Sometimes you want to see the world through different eyes. Who doesn't love a bit of adventure, right? Right. And while we're here, it doesn't matter as long as we have fun. We're having fun, right? I'd hope so. Luckily, there are no screeching hounds here. At least I hope not. Are the bounty hunters still keeping you up? Whenever I close my eyes, even for a second, I can hear them howling in the distance. I need a drink, I think. Something spicy enough to distract me from phantom howling. Maybe it can inspire dreams of the moon pools, or motivate me to create a new identity. Either way, I'll see how I can spice up your adventures today. I wonder, is the new drink we concocted going to be the good fit? Yes, perfect. Spicy and motivation. Oh, this one's gonna be tricky. Actually, hang on. What's one that really takes away that brain power? Actually, no, let's try that again from the start. There we go, Captain's Punch. Oh, and we have our next Pick My Voice from Ohio Boy. Let's see if Steph remembers this character, Shiloh Black Quills. Oh, I do indeed remember the lovely, witchy Shiloh Black Quills. She was one of my first characters I ever made, and a very, very powerful High Enchantress. To distract you, have a spicy brew. This is the perfect amount of tongue tingling. Thanks. I must say, I do love brewing lotions and potions and all that good stuff, so being a mixologist is quite befitting of my station. Do you always use the same seasonings for your drinks? No, to keep it exciting, each drink has its own set of spices. Wait, there are bounty hunters here? But not the Valkyrian poach hounds, right? I don't know. I can only hear them when I close my eyes, but when I look, there's nothing but fog. Wow, you must have really pissed someone off when they sent bounty hunters all the way to Gaia. I will say, when monster hunters come knocking at the Countess's castle doors, it's always going to be an interesting evening, let's just say. Best of luck with that. Thank you. Worst case, you could just leave. There's nothing easier than that. Upsy daisy and gone with the wind, if the fog will let you. It's way better than getting too attached, exploited, and then dropped like a hot potato. You know, like Cain, he gets attached so quickly. No sense of danger. Too naive. Is that why his own brother killed him? That's what they say I'll be killing you next if you don't keep that shit to yourself. Yes, be careful with gossip. You don't know who's listening. And also just don't be telling or sharing such delicate, sensitive secrets. Just kidding, obviously. I think Cain understands danger just fine. And he has you to look out for him. That way he knows he isn't alone, should he ever overestimate someone else's kindness. Sure, but why stick around forever? It's just too risky. But he has this sense of duty. It's like he can't walk away while he hasn't figured out what brought him back. Which is sweet and all, but it's okay to walk away too. No need to always figure it all out. Some people don't want to walk away. Maybe they should. Don't you wish you could just walk away sometimes? I mean, speaking from experience, there's been many moments where I've considered walking away from my station in Velsvania, but I made my bed and I lie in it deeply. And I've come to terms with the consequences of my actions. Yes, we all have our dreams, Kaya. But there's only so far you can run. The things you want to run from just follow you wherever you go. Then you don't know how to run fast enough. I'll co-sign that. Cain always said Tuat looks out for him, but when you ask him what it is that Tuat actually does, he doesn't have an answer. All he does is send confusing visions. He won't even strike his brother down for him. Oh, excuse me. Least he could do is that. Did you strike down his brother for him yourself? No, Cain doesn't want me to. Maybe he should consider switching to Leviathan. He's great at sibling rivalries. Plus, he's the master of all elements and could crush Tuat in a sword fight any day. Really? But Tuat has a bow, not a sword, right? Well, Leviathan has claws, the power of the tides, and fireballs. Or he could trust in himself rather than a god. Seems more reliable. Nonsense. Leviathan. Did you hear that? Your religious devotion bordering on fangirling? Or is the howling back? No, someone's in your front yard, and it sounds like a self-righteous, way too tall paladin. I have to go. He's almost as bad as Una. Huh. Hello again. Hello, you two. But if they put up the planar barriers as a matter of protection, why not just erase what they were protecting us from instead? You strike me as similar to another interesting character I know, Scarlet Moon in particular. Wise werewolf, a very powerful chiefess. Oh, take care, Aubrey. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight, and thank you so much for the gifted subs. Because of the Oath of Neutrality. They've given us free will, the opportunity to shape our own world, but in exchange their protection can only go so far. That's why they lend us their power to protect each other instead. But aren't the barriers already a violation of the Oath? They're not exactly neutral. There's a lot of debate over whether the dragons built the barriers themselves, or whether someone did so in their names. Either way, everyone can agree that they did do it themselves. That if they did do it themselves, it didn't violate the Oath. The Oath is clearly still intact. That theory doesn't sound like it would pass peer review. Hold on, who would even refer to it, who would you even refer to for peer review on a draconic doctrine? Familiars? Excuse me. Captain Bebug gives great peer reviews. I recall they'd usually eat the studies. Same thing. They usually just... Please don't ruin our creative approaches with realism, Quasar. Speaking of creativity, I actually have some studies to read up on. My parents have been eyeing some experimental approaches for their newest spells and recipes. Perhaps you can mix me something that'll help me rein in their grand ambitions, while still offering them innovative ideas? Maybe with an additional small boost for the mind. Unraveling my mother's handwriting usually requires a degree in typography. I don't have that type of degree, but I'll still do my best. And with that, we come to the end of that Pick My Voice. Thank you so much for requesting Shiloh Blackquill's Ohio boy. Alrighty, let's mix this drink. Creativity, innovative ideas, a small boost for the mind. So not huge in the brains department. Creativity and innovation. Creativity, innovative ideas. I think it's a forlorn hubris. Creativity. Because yeah, like this one is also like too into mind, so let's go with this one. Forlorn hubris, creativity, confidence, all that good stuff. Oh, and just so you guys know, after we finish this day in-game, I might call it a night, just because I'm quite tired and this game will just suck my mental energy quite a bit with all the talking I have to do. Don't get me wrong, I really like this game. It's just a lot to do all the character voices and jump between all the different voices I need to do. My best looks like a lot like this delicious drink. I hope it suits your taste. It's perfect, Stephanie. Thank you for listening so attentively. Anytime. So, will you be writing your reviews in the tavern? No, probably at my family's estate. That's all the way over on the island. And you were going to help old Blimey with the neon paint idea, right? The way people will still be able to see this, that way people will still be able to see their storefront through the fog. I also want neon paint. I did promise that. I'll just have to manage my time wisely. Still helping people adjust to our new foggy phenomenon? When I can. A lot of locals have been running into trouble with their businesses, or navigation, or sleeping. Agaius asked me for help with the latter. Together we crafted some sleep talismans to calm their dreams a little. He's a quick learner. Apparently all prayers from the local clergy have gone unanswered too, so there isn't much they can do. I suppose the dragons are too busy contemplating their neutrality. Luckily Kai brought a basket of bread to the Museum of Historical Sea Serpentry. That cheered them up. Each one was in a different shape and colour. It must have taken ages to make. I gave them each a unique name. The winged fish was Cain, the firefly heron was Stephanie, and the guppy otter was Miriam. Why was the otter named Miriam? Because it looked a little bit like you. Hairy with sharp teeth? No, cute. Oh, well. Then maybe you should have named your lavender bird Kaya, since it was beautiful. Oh, I love it when the patrons flirt with each other. It's so cute. I'll bake one again and be sure to rename it. Maybe you could bake it together. It'd be so much faster and more efficient. I can lend you a hand, if you'd like. Really? Really. Would you also like some baking inspiration, Quasar? I was told you put up a quest about saving helpless villagers from a malevolent vampire. I thought that sounded fun. I mean, important. A vampire quest? Exciting. Have you ever met a vampire before, stranger? I'm Quasar, and no, I haven't. Unless you count energy vampires, then I suppose my Aunt Lyra could make the cut. What about you, Mary? Briefly, but not in a hostile manner. They're actually quite polite when they're trying to get a discount on potions. Maybe join that quest then. If you had to deal with them in customer service setting, I'm sure you're eager to fight one. I don't think I have the time for side quests. My parents are hosting a feast for the entire island as part of the festival and all. And their list of ingredients made Agaius choke on his soup, so I need to hurry up and find their specialized suppliers. You shouldn't let your parents' poor planning keep you from pursuing your interests. Or vampires. I want to help them. The festival is important to them. I wouldn't want to see them sad or hurt just because my father overestimated his climbing abilities when putting up streamers again. It's good to care, but not all that responsibility should fall on you. One boundary can't hurt, can it? It can. It was already difficult for them to accept me leaving Fideria. The least I can do now is fulfill my duty as a daughter. Your duty is to your convictions, not to your parents. But that can be hard to separate sometimes. Wouldn't you drop everything to help your family? Not anymore, no. My life belongs to me. I'll have to stand behind what I devote myself to when I face Tuat one day. Do your parents still talk to you? No. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's not what I wanted either. But a peaceful silence is worth more than a presence that slowly drowns you. I apologize for my dramatic words. I've been dreaming of home a lot lately, and that's what it feels like. I'm drowning and it's dark, with no stars above me, and the only hand I'm holding onto is pulling me in deeper. I think if staying with them would have been the right choice, my dreams about home would be more pleasant. When I first moved to Twinborough, I used to jolt awake, disoriented, thinking I was in my old room I had slept in. And when I remembered I could sleep in as long as I wanted, the ocean waves outside sounded calmer. Now when I wake up, I really am back, and the ocean doesn't calm me anymore. Not for long. You have a job waiting for you, right? I don't know if I'll go back. They're lonely here. Maybe I should stay. Or maybe you should leave. Was it that easy for you? I mean, didn't it take you a long time to stop looking back? I left when I was 13, so I might not be the most helpful example for you here. I'm being overly dramatic. It's not like it's all bad here. I missed Moria, and Borkum too. And Kaya has been forcing me to have fun whenever she can. It's been refreshing, to say the least. Refreshing enough to tell me your first name? Keep trying. Do you like to see me sad? Is that why you won't tell me? 'Cause you hate me? No, I just think you're a little cute when you're irritated. Cute? I should have made those friendship bracelets conditional. No irritate me or something. You make friendship bracelets? Yes. Do you want one? Here you go. Thank you, Kaya? Do you not like it? Don't tell me if you don't like it. I like it. It's just my brother used to make us friendship bracelets when we were little. I lost mine on my first mission for the Order and he never made me another one. You have siblings? 3. All of them are mages, like the rest of my family. I haven't talked to any of them in ages. Excuse me. Oh, getting tired. I haven't talked to any of them in ages. I suppose we don't have much in common anymore. Do you think I could get a drink? I need something to keep my guard up against the flood of all these old memories. Maybe a little strength to help me regain some composure. You don't have to regain it. No, I think I would like to remind myself that I made the right choice. Usually Cassiopeia keeps me strong in my convictions, but today I need your help. Please, don't hold back. Got it, boss. Okay, something very strong. Strength, keep my guard up, strength, strong in my convictions, don't hold back. Okay. Strong in convictions. Would it be this one? Okay, keep my guard up, strength, strong in my convictions, don't hold back. I was maybe the Northern Brawler? Debating between the Captain Punch and the Northern Brawler. You know what, they said to not hold back, so I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna give this one a try. I really hope it's the right one. Do you remember making this one was tricky though? No, that's not right. No, that's a Dower Sour, which I have not made. Okay, how did I make it before? I remember it was a little on the tricky side. And what was it for getting rid of intelligence? No, that's not right. I think I was off on the right track with this. What is the latter half of this? Mayron, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, guys. What were you up to? What were you playing? We are playing Tavern Talk 2, Dreamwalker, and having a grand old time. But everyone, pull up a seat, enjoy yourselves. Mayron, if you need to head out and do post-stream stuff, that's absolutely fine. But thank you so much for entrusting your wonderful community with me. Thank you. Wonderful. Good to see you, everyone. It's been a while. I hope you've been doing well. Playing Bronzebeard's Tavern, it was a lot of fun. Oh, awesome. I haven't heard of that one. I have to check it out sometime. Awesome, awesome. And very appropriate, carrying on the vibes to from Bronzebeard's Tavern to Tavern Talk. Wonderful choice. I will say, this game is a little tricky when you're trying to mix these drinks. Okay, so it has to be at least 2 of this one because it has to have like the negative intelligence. But then it requires a lot of oomph. Think that's right? Yeah, we good. Captain's Punch. A strong defense against unwanted feelings of nostalgia. Hope it's tastier than it sounds. It might be the tastiest thing I've ever had. Maybe I should write Nova. If you want to reach out, you should. You can always step away again, but if he's on your mind, you could send a letter. What do I even tell him? I'm sure you have lots to catch up on. But maybe start with a, hello, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't send a postcard. That usually helps. Thank you. I'll think about it. Do you have any siblings, Stephanie? I've got quite a few siblings, IRL. I'll say yes. Yes, when they move to Velios. They send postcards, though. I guess I lose in that regard. Better step up your game. Miriam, you have a sister too, right? Zara or something, was it? Is she also bad at sending postcards? She's no longer with us. Zara, yes. A sister, really? Please tell me she's not a wizard as well. She was. I'm sorry. A much more gifted one than me. And a more reckless one. That's true. Not that you were any better. Wizardry didn't end well for her. She tried to master astral projection to find a way off of our plane, and one day she just didn't come home from her travels. Her soul, at least. Her body stayed. Maybe she found an out-of-plane resort and decided it was cheaper than paying rent. Though, can you still get a massage if you're only a ghost? I would say this isn't the time for jokes, Kaya. But I was just trying to lighten the mood. I know, but there's just some stuff you just kind of have to let the moment sit. There's no need for the mood to be light right now. You're right. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be nicer to imagine her doing something silly. But I missed the mark. It's alright. It's been 2 full years. I suppose it doesn't really matter anymore. Of course it does. You always say to free your heart of the heavy burdens that drag it down, right? Only care as much as you can without tearing it apart. I think if I let it matter too much, I'll be torn apart, Kaya. As you said, that would, and you said that we shouldn't let other people bleed out when we have bandages, so. I'm giving you a bandage in the form of an it does matter. And it's really sad, and I'm sorry if I made it sound like she didn't matter. She did matter. She still does. I mean, look at us. My parents couldn't move on of throwing a festival in honor of someone who can't even see it. Stephanie changed her whole career, and I ran from all that was left of her. She wouldn't have wanted us to stand still. I think she would have wanted to live. We all do, but she loved you. She cared about you, cared about us both. We have to keep going when she can't. We owe that to her. I know, and I'm doing my best to figure out how she'd want me to keep going. How about how you'd want to keep going? That doesn't seem fair. And not when everyone's least favorite sister got to live. What do I do with that legacy? Live. You can feel it's unfair all you want. And it is unfair that she died, but it's not unfair that you got to live. So don't start playing dead alongside her now. You being alive is not wasting anyone's time. It feels like it sometimes. I'm glad I got to meet you, Mary. It's only because you never got to meet her. I think I would have still liked to meet you. But if you want, tell me about her, so I can meet her a little. She really liked tea and the color pink. She liked fantasy books and ghost stories and finding meaning in shapeless clouds. And she loved jewelry. My necklace is all I have left of her. Did she enchant it herself? Enchant it? I sense a powerful enchantment on it. What? It's easy to miss because the threads of mana have been directly engraved into the stone. But it has the typical signature of sealing magic. I can't believe I missed that. What does it do? Depends. If I'm remembering correctly, these types of enchantments are incredibly personal and detailed. It probably stores some sort of magical energy. You could ask someone who's well versed in magic theory to look at it. Maybe a high priest of Ur. They're more trustworthy than mages who might try to crack it open. A priest? Is that really necessary? I will happily help you find one and even lead the conversation for you. As a wizard, that seems blasphemous, but I'll think about it. I'll see if the local clergy knows anything. They're more Leviathan inclined, and I've been told he's not the brightest candle in the pantheon, but it's a start. Good luck with your vampires. Mary. It's alright. She'll come back for you. You think? She doesn't leave people behind. I hope I'll still be around then. That's up to you. Oh. Hey, Kane. Quick, Queso, distract them. What? Hello. Are those Kopesh magical? Yes. I don't know you. That's true, but, well, have you heard about Saint Ninazu's Kopesh of Anguish? I will say Kopeshes are some of the coolest weapons that you can have. I need to make a character that wields a Kopesh at some point. God, they're just cool weapons. I need to choose weirder weapons for D&D. I thought maybe yours are similarly enchanted. I've never heard about that person, or their Kopesh. Ah, now you have. Hey, look! Surprise! It's a quest about a vampire necromancer terrorized in some sort of lava town. Sounds like an undead creature that needs slaying. Cool, right? That is very cool. A possible volcanic eruption. A dangerous vampire. Necromancy. Could this be the fiend from my visions? Do you think Tuat has been trying to lead me towards this vampire with these messages about grave danger? Yes, vampires and necromancy go hand in hand. I think there's a good chance he's been trying to tell you about this undead creature. So should I seek out the vampire? If you believe Tuat is leading you that way, you must. Has CarminaArt been sending you evil vampiric visions as well, Quasar? Is that why you've been eyeing that quest? No, but slaying evildoers is well in line with her doctrine. She would want to bring justice to such evil. And she despises necromancers, because they interfere with the order and sanctity of life. How do you know what she wants? Do you speak with her? I've spent most of a decade studying her doctrine. I believe in the virtues she's passed down to my order through scripture, visions, and divine guidance. She trusts us to interpret her will and grants us powerful boons to do so. So she sends you visions too? Not me personally, but she responds to my prayers with omens and signs. Only the dragons chosen receive visions, so my sincere congratulations on that front. He started getting visions after he was brutally murdered. Oh. By his own brother. Okay. Wow. George. George? George. I hate George. I heard the Great Spirit Dragon is a bit peculiar about picking his champions. But if he chose for you to live again, he must expect greatness from you. He could be more direct with what he expects. The dreams are ominous and difficult to interpret. Light, more light, less light, impossibly bright colors drowned out by depressing emptiness. A spinning portal leading to a place I don't dare venture. And before there was always this person, wrapped in shadow and dark lightning. The last few nights have been replaced by fog and darkness. The fog from outside? Perhaps Stuart is trying to tell you something. Maybe he's telling you you're getting closer to your goal. I'll know when I'm there. But I've never fought a vampire before. I'm not equipped to face such masters of undeath. Yet I know I must destroy them. So must be Tuat's will. At least they're pleasant patrons. You support their necromancy? Most of them aren't necromancers. I think Tuat wouldn't mind me serving the ones that are swashbucklers or yoga instructors. I see. You should talk to Mary. Apparently she's met a vampire before, and she's a wizard. I bet vampires hate fireballs. I shall recruit her. Shouldn't you take Kaya as well? The quest talks of monsters, so a druid would be beneficial. Great idea. Didn't you want to reply to your pen pals? See if the fog tastes different than normal fog. Excuse me. Big yawn, big stretch, big EPs. Quick hydrate check. It's neat that Kopesh's are traditionally a single piece of cast bronze rather than being forged. It is very cool, isn't it? Didn't you want to reply to your pen pals? See if the fog tastes different than normal fog and get Mr. Fish a fun hat? Yeah, but there's plenty of time to do all that, and there's only so much time to go on quests with you. Do you think we'll run out of time? It's like I was saying, you know? I just mean we should cherish every moment together. I see. Vin, please accompany me and the wizard. Alrighty, you betcha. What about you, Quasar? Will you round out the team? Your experience would help. I could certainly help with slaying the creature or breaking down doors, but you might want to approach this foe carefully. All three of you are surely powerful, but can you avoid traps and unlock doors? If you want to fight the vampire, you will need to get into his castle first. Perhaps you need someone with trespassing expertise. Like Mishka? It's in Kiri now, but yes. Unfortunately, I'm certain they can get in anywhere, and their creativity will be beneficial if the fiend is crafty. And you? It seems you already have powerful fighters as well as divine magic in your party. My armor is not made for being quiet if you choose to sneak up on your foe. And I shall not stand in the way of your mission. Excuse me, what was your name? Kane. Kane, this is your path. Just tell me about it afterwards, please. I will make a report. But first I need to figure out what our next steps should be. All Tuat ever shows me are visions of cleansing light. The instruction manual is incomplete. Or maybe that's just what you're supposed to do. Just gather all your strength and strike it down without any annoying intermediate steps. You think so? Shouldn't I focus on defending myself against evil? I mean, sure, maybe get some defense so you don't die again. But mostly, I think you need to match Tuat's energy. You know, make sure you're full of vitality, unlike that evil dead guy. Tuat's obviously leading you to be courageous and powerful. So don't think too much about it too much and just follow the call to adventure. I think we should maybe think about it a little bit. How boring. It doesn't have to be. Instead of being restricted by your visions, let them inspire you to shape your own path forward. Sure, you must strike down your enemy eventually, but why not take a moment to assess the situation first? You can gather intel from the townsfolk and analyze all your options. Maybe find a creative way to deal with the problem. Perhaps, and I say this with extreme caution, the vampire is not the cause of the chaos. You should make sure he is an enemy before taking his life. But shouldn't they just follow what Tuat has shown them, without any of that questioning? Not blindly. Faith is not about obedience, it's about loyalty and conviction. You should trust him to not lead you astray. But you should have confidence in your own abilities and intuition as well. This is exhausting. Can't they just ask Tuat himself? I will try. Great Dragon of Death, patron saint of the end, and the guardian of the circle of life, please give me a sign. Which path leads to my destiny? Maybe this is a sign to make your own decision. Stephanie, if the gods will not answer, I trust you with this decision. Should I approach this with my blade or my heart? Oh, as much as I think, like, it's always smart to be wise about your defensive and offensive capabilities when fighting vampires, something I do all the time, I think following your heart is going to be really, really good. Inspiration, assessing situation, creativity, confidence. I want to go with that one. Confidence, inspiration, okay. Creative, confidence, inspiration. I think this is the best one for creativity and confidence. Yes. Although inspiring. Inspiration, creativity, confidence. Okay, creativity and confidence, it literally says it right there, so let's go with that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to do that one. It's the other one I wanted. There we go. Forlorn hubris. Ding ding, drink up. I think Quasar's right. This is your divine mission. You should give yourself space to figure out your personal approach. That sounds difficult, but I will take on the challenge. It will end up bringing you closer to Tuat, I'm sure. You should make sure to pack a drink for Miriam and Carrie as well. I'll get you a to-go cup. Meanwhile, Quasar, what will you do next? I'll figure that out after this conversation. Surely there are people who still need aid. Monsters that need slaying, wounded that need healing. I'll find a way to spread light in Cassiopeia's name. It must be nice to have such a clearly defined purpose. Any purpose I have, I gave to myself. I chose her first. I can only hope she chose me too and sees me as a worthy bringer of her light. Most importantly, I have to want what she has planned for me. What is it you want, aside from what Tuat's plans propose, sorry. A purpose. But which one? I don't know. Do they teach you how to kill vampires in your order? The basics. Will you show me? Of course. Perhaps while I do so, Kai can try convincing Miriam to join you. You can get in Carrie later. They've been trying to break into the aquarium's astral whale tank. That will probably take all day. That's a plan. A fun one. Now let's go. Be careful out there. I hope my drinks will be of help. Be safe, guys. Okay. Let's have a look. Is there any ones I can make now? Magic necklace. Okay. Can't make any more quests right now, and that's okay. But with one last stream, we're going to be wrapping things up tonight, guys. I hope this means that everything is fine. Everything is good and great and fine. Interesting, we've got merfolk idling by the sea, by our wonderful tavern, but we will have to save the next installment of this wonderful story for next time. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I really, really appreciate you understanding that these streams are just a touch shorter, just because, as I said before, like, just doing non-stop talking with all the voices just saps my brain energy so quickly. But I hope you all had a wonderful time playing Tavern Talk 2 Dreamwalker with me. I most certainly had fun. I'm very curious to see where this story goes for us. And a big thank you again to Gentle Troll Entertainment for gifting me a copy of this game. We're really having a great time. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I hope you all had a wonderful week and have a wonderful weekend as well. And be sure to join me next Friday for the next installment of Tavern Talk 2. But until then, if you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, then please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You are welcome anytime. Be sure to check out my socials that are popping up in the chat right now, including my 2 YouTube channels, one for my ASMR tales and the other for my Twitch VODs, and my Blue Sky, my Insta, and my TikTok. What was I going to say? Probably something exhausted, but tired and intelligent. Again, thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I hope you all had a wonderful time. A big thank you to everyone who renewed your subscriptions and gifted subs and sent in bits. Every little bit counts, and I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you all so very much. But let's see who's currently live, and we can go say hello with a raid. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if we might have raided him before, but Cobalt is currently streaming, so let's go say hi to him because I love his vibe so much as a VTuber. And so I'm going to send you guys off to this wonderful villainous VTuber who will take wonderful care of you. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I hope you all have a wonderful, restful weekend. I'll see you next Friday for more Tavern Talk 2. And I'll keep you posted with any interesting updates about my book. Things have been quiet at the moment because there's been a lot happening behind the scenes that I can't really talk about just yet. But I promise that when I've got something big to talk about, I will share the good news with you. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, my lovelies.